I believed effort would always be rewarded. That kindness would come back, that honesty would be valued, that doing the right thing would eventually make things right. But life doesn't always follow that logic. I've seen people give everything and still lose, and others take nothing seriously, yet somehow move forward easily. And that made me question everything, not in anger, but in understanding. Because fairness is not always visible in the moment, and sometimes it doesn't exist in the way we imagine it should. So I stopped waiting for balance to appear. I stopped expecting every effort to return in the same form. And I started focusing on what I can't control. My actions, my boundaries, my peace. Because life becomes heavier when you keep waiting for it to feel fair, and lighter when you accept that it often won't. Now I don't measure life by fairness. I measure it by growth, by what I learn, by what I survive, by what I choose to keep inside me. And strangely, that acceptance didn't make life perfect, but it made it quieter. And sometimes, quiet is enough. Most people listen, but only through their own experiences. They don't hear you fully. They hear what they are capable of understanding. So I stopped explaining myself so much. Stopped trying to translate my feelings into words that could be accepted. Stopped hoping someone would finally say, "I get you completely." Because that moment rarely comes, and waiting for it was hurting more than being misunderstood. Now I speak differently, less, but more honestly. I no longer bend my truth to fit into someone else's comfort. And strangely, that silence changed something in me. I became more aware of my own voice when no one is trying to interpret it. I learned that being misunderstood doesn't make you less real. It just means you're deeper than the language available to explain you. And maybe that's okay, because not everything inside us is meant to be fully understood. Some things are meant to be felt, even if only by ourselves.
Completely, and for the first time in my life, I stopped pretending I was okay. I stopped forcing smiles, stopped chasing approval, stopped shrinking myself to fit inside other people's comfort. And something inside me died, but strangely, something else finally breathed. The version of me who was terrified to exist freely, the version hidden under fear, under guilt, under endless pretending. He opened his eyes, and I realized something. Growth does not always feel beautiful. Sometimes it feels like grief, because you are mourning the person you had to become just to survive. But survival is not living, and I died surviving. Now, if I lose people for becoming real, let them go. Because I would rather be hated for truth than loved for a mask. And maybe that's the real rebirth, not becoming someone new, but finally having the courage to stop being someone false.
Like I'm the same person I used to be. The old version. The one who tolerated too much, explained everything, stayed even when it hurt. But I'm not that person anymore. I changed, slowly. Not in one moment, but in a series of small decisions. Choosing silence instead of arguments, choosing distance instead of burnout, choosing peace instead of proving a point. And now there's a strange gap between who I am and who some people still think I am. They expect reactions I no longer give, emotions I no longer offer, access I no longer allow. Not out of anger, but growth. And I realized something important. Not everyone will update their image of you. Some people will keep you frozen in a version of their memory that no longer fits your reality. And that's okay, because you are not responsible for staying understandable to people who stop paying attention to your evolution. Now I move differently, not to prove I changed, but because I already didn't. I don't need permission to become someone new, even if some people are still meeting an old version of me. Hurting more than being misunderstood. Now I speak differently, less, but more honestly. I no longer bend my truth to fit into someone else's comfort, and strangely, that silence changed something in me. I became more aware of my own voice when no one is trying to interpret it. I learned that being misunderstood doesn't make you less real. It just means you're deeper than the language available to explain you. And maybe that's okay, because not everything inside us is meant to be fully understood. Some things are meant to be felt, even if only by ourselves.
I reached the edge, there was no door, no path to take, no before, just something pulling me away from everything I used to stay. No voice to guide, no sign to read, no reason left, no final need. The world I knew grew distant then, like I was never part of it within. I didn't when I didn't hide. I let the moment open wide and step beyond what I could see into to a state that wasn't me. No memory came to follow through. No past remain, no future view. Just presence fading into none. Like something ending, never begun. No fear was there, no pain to feel. No sense of what was fake or real. Just quiet pulling me apart. From every thought, from every part. I didn't leave, I disappeared beyond the line. I once had fear. No return, no echo, no sign. Just something slipping out of time. And if they ask where I have gone, there's nothing left to build upon. No answer waiting to exist. Just absence with no resist.
For a long time, I cared too much about perception. How I looked, how I sounded, how I was remembered. I edited myself constantly to fit into the version of me people would accept easier. And slowly, I started living more for interpretation than for truth. But something about that never felt peaceful. Because no matter how carefully you shape yourself, people will still see you differently, based on their mood, their history, their assumptions. And I realized something important. You cannot control how you are seen, only how honestly you exist. So I stopped adjusting myself for every possible opinion. I stopped trying to be universally understood, and instead, I focused on being consistent with myself. Even if that means some people misunderstand me. Because peace doesn't come from being seen correctly by everyone. It comes from no longer needing that control at all. Now I let people think what they want, and I keep moving honestly anyway. Because I finally understand. Your life becomes lighter the moment you stop trying to manage every version of you that exists in other people's minds. Every misunderstanding could be solved, so I tried. I fixed what wasn't mine, I carried what I shouldn't have. I held things together that were already falling apart. But over time, I learned something quieter. Not everything breaks because of effort. Some things break because they've reached their shape. And no amount of trying changes that. Some connections fade naturally. Some people only exist in certain versions of your life. And forcing them to stay longer doesn't make them deeper, it only makes you tired. So I stopped fixing everything. Not because I stopped caring, but because I finally understood. Peace is not about repairing everything, it's about recognizing what was never meant to continue. Now I let things be what they are. If it flows, it stays. If it resists, I release. And strangely, life feels less like a battle and more like understanding, because not everything needs saving. Some things are only meant to be experienced and then left as they are.
I reached the edge, there was no door, no path to take, no before, just something pulling me away from everything I used to stay. No voice to guide, no sign to read, no reason left, no final need. The world I knew grew distant then, like I was never part of it within. I didn't run, I didn't hide, I let the moment open wide and step beyond what I could see, into a state that wasn't me. No memory came to follow through, no past remained, no future view, just presence fading into none, like something ending never begun. No fear was there, no pain to feel, no sense of what was fake or real, just quiet pulling me apart from every part, from every part. I didn't leave, I disappeared beyond the line. I once had fear, no return, no echo, no sign, just something slipping out of time. And if they ask where I have gone, there's nothing left to build upon, no answer waiting to exist, just absence sealed with no resist. There was a version of me that survived everything, but never truly lived. He smiled when he was supposed to, spoke when he had to, stayed quiet when it hurt, and little by little, he disappeared inside expectations. I carried him for years, like a ghost wearing my name, trying to protect everyone while slowly destroying himself. Then one night, I broke. Not loudly, not dramatically, just silently, completely. And for the first time in my life, I stopped pretending I was okay. I stopped forcing smiles, stopped chasing approval, stopped shrinking myself to fit inside other people's comfort. And something inside me died, but strangely, something else finally breathed. The version of me who was terrified to exist freely, the version hidden under fear, under guilt, under endless pretending. He opened his eyes, and I realized something. Growth does not always feel beautiful. Sometimes it feels like grief, because you are mourning the person you had to become just to survive. But survival is if I lose people for becoming real. Let them go, because I would rather be hated for truth than loved for a mask. And maybe that's the real rebirth. Not becoming someone new, but finally having the courage to stop being someone false.
I used to think I needed closure from people. A final message, a clear explanation. A moment that would make everything make sense. So I waited for answers, for apologies, for something that would tie everything together. But life rarely gives clean endings. Most stories just stop. No explanation, no conclusion, no final understanding. And I realized something painful. Waiting for closure kept me connected to things that were already gone. So I stopped waiting. Not because I understood everything, but because I accepted that I might not. And strangely, that acceptance felt lighter than the waiting ever did. Because closure is not always something someone gives you. Sometimes it's something you take back from your own mind. You decide the story is over, even without a final chapter. Now I don't chase explanations anymore. If they come, I listen. If they don't, I still move on. Because my peace can't depend on someone else's final words. And maybe that's what growing up really is. Learning to end things quietly inside yourself, even when the outside world never did.
I found an old radio in the dark. No brand, no name, just a spark. It wasn't plugged yet, it still ran like it was powered by no man. At first just static filled the air, broken noise without a care. But then I heard something change, a voice that sounded far and strange. Not in this language, not this time, but still it felt like it was mine. Like somewhere else I'm speaking to, through signals no one ever knew. I turned the dial and shifted fast, and suddenly I saw the past. Not mine, but something out of reach. A world that tries to silently speak. Then the radio whispered low, you've been receiving us, you know. Not loud, not clear, but deep inside. Like truth I couldn't run or hide. Each frequency began to blend, like dimensions had no end. Every station, every tone was something living on its own. Then silence hit, the signal broke. There's something in my mind awoke, because
used to believe everything broken could be repaired. Every silence could be spoken through, every distance could be closed, every misunderstanding could be solved. So I tried, I fixed what wasn't mine, I carried what I shouldn't have, I held things together that were already falling apart. But over time, I learned something quieter. Not everything breaks because of effort. Some things break because they've reached their shape. No amount of trying changes that. Some connections fade naturally. Some people only exist in certain versions of your life, and forcing them to stay longer doesn't make them deeper. It only makes you tired. So I stopped fixing everything. Not because I stopped caring, but because I finally understood. Peace is not about repairing everything, it's about recognizing what was never meant to continue. Now I let things be what they are. If it flows, it stays. If it resists, I release. And strangely, life feels less like a battle and more like understanding. Because not everything needs saving. Some things are only meant to be experienced, and then left as they are. I used to think I needed closure from people. A final message, a clear explanation. A moment that would make everything make sense. So I waited for answers, for apologies, for something that would tie everything together. But life rarely gives clean endings. Most stories just stop. No explanation, no conclusion, no final understanding. And I realized something painful. Waiting for closure kept me connected to things that were already gone. So I stopped waiting. Not because I understood everything, but because I accepted that I might not. And strangely, that acceptance felt lighter than the waiting ever did. Because closure is not always something someone gives you. Sometimes it's something you take back from your own mind. You decide the story is over, even without a final chapter. Now I don't chase explanations anymore. If they come, I listen. If they don't, I still move on. Because my peace can't depend on someone else's final words. And maybe that's what growing up really is. Learning to end things quietly inside yourself, even when the outside world never did. There was a time I explained everything. why I was hurt, why I became distant, why certain things broke me inside. I thought honesty would make people understand me, but most of the time, they only understood when they felt the loss of my absence. So I changed, quietly. I stopped begging people to care the way I cared. Stopped over-explaining my pain to people committed to misunderstanding me. And one day, I learned something powerful. Closure is not always a conversation. Sometimes closure is realizing you said enough already. Now when something hurts me deeply, I don't argue for hours, I don't chase, I don't force understanding, I just leave silently. Not because I stopped feeling, but because I finally understood that protecting my peace is more important than proving my pain was real. And honestly, walking away quietly changed me more than screaming ever did. Because some people only value your presence after they experience your absence.
I found something I couldn't describe. Not an object, not a shape, not even a thing I could focus on properly. Every time I tried to understand it, it changed. Not physically, but conceptually. Like meaning itself was slipping away. I looked at it again, and for a brief moment, it made sense. A perfect shape in my mind, but the second I thought I understand, it vanished. Then I saw it somewhere else, or maybe it appeared there because I stopped trying to define it. I reached for it, but my thoughts got in the way. The more I focused, the less it existed. Then I heard it, not a sound, a realization inside awareness. I exist only in the space before understanding. I froze because I realized something strange. I could never fully see it, I could only almost see it. Like it lives in the gap between knowing and not knowing. Then it shifted again. Every time my mind tried to label it, it became something else. And then I understood the rule. This thing is not hiding from me. It disappears the moment I try to capture it with thought. Then the final truth came slowly. It is not an object, it is the moment before definition. And once I define it, it is already gone.